there is a long list of women and men that want to work with TJ in WWE because he's so good at what he does. And I think that like he was always destined to be a producer in WWE, and his injury kind of took him there a little sooner.
Your other half, your husband, you ever going to see him come back to wrestling?
TJ, he gets asked that probably more than any other question ever. He just can't be cleared because he can never return because he could die in the ring. TJ broke his neck at the same like place where Christopher Reeves broke his neck. So it's like the injury is called a hangman fracture. So TJ broke his neck at the base of his brain. So where they had to fuse his neck together, it took away about 50% of his range of motion. So he doesn't have the same range of motion as everyone else, so it wouldn't allow him to be able to take bumps safely. He could really endanger his life. So a lot of people say, TJ, you should get back in the ring, and Edge came back, and Christian came back, and Daniel Bryan came back. They didn't have the same injury that TJ had.
Right.
TJ's injury was a C1, C2 injury, and like less than 5% of people live from it. And if you do live from it, you're usually paralyzed from the neck down. So I think TJ took his situation as a, okay, I've got to make the best of what I'm being handed right now. And it's funny because he's done so much more for the industry, especially with the women's division from where he's at right now, than I think he could have ever done as a performer in WWE. He's been the producer for both of the women's matches at WrestleMania that main evented. There is a long list of women and men that want to work with TJ in WWE because he's so good at what he does. And I think that like he was always destined to be a producer in WWE, and his injury kind of took him there a little sooner. But yeah, he gets asked that a lot. And I know sometimes it bothers him because he's like, gosh, it brings up a lot of like feelings of like, I wish people could just understand that I can't do this again. But he also is very flattered because he knows that people love watching him compete.